I could get on here and just tell you that you should manifest your dream life and that all of the things that you want are going to just show up and come to you. And even though that might be true, I also could just show you how to go out and get it yourself. Boy, do I have some things to share. Have you ever seen something on Instagram or Pinterest or any other website, as random as it can be, and thought to yourself, I need that, I want that, I gotta have it? Girl, who wants to spend that kind of money? Especially in this economy? Like, are you kidding me? So it's almost like this toss between, do I have to go without the things that I know that I want? Or can I figure out a way to get it in the budget that I have? And for you, we're gonna figure out how to get it. I don't like paying full price, and you should not either. Because why would you waste your money when you can get the same thing for the low, or at least something similar? I'm gonna show you how to get exactly what you want for the cheapest price available. Whether it's sold out, luxury, or just living rent-free in your head, I got you. Let's get into these practical tips. Hi loves, I wanted to welcome you back to my channel and back to yet another video. I am Helecia, but the girls call me Lee. And if you're new here, I make videos on fashion, travel, natural hair, and beauty. So if that's your vibe, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. You did it? Okay, we good. I would never leave y'all hanging. I would never not tell y'all. I would never hoard information for myself. How does that benefit me? If you winning, I'm winning. If you good, I'm good. You guys just saw the designer dupe video that I made specifically for you, where you got to comment what dupes you wanted me to find, and I went on the internet and did my thing. Lo and behold, in that process of finding so many dupes for designer items, I picked up a couple of things. Let me share them. No gatekeeping, I'm giving it all so me and you can be on the same page. If I know it, you know it. Spreading the knowledge, spreading the wealth. First of all, you got to get to searching. But I'm going to make searching so easy for you. The one thing that you want to do is take any item that's on your wish list and you're going to screenshot it. Then you're going to go into Google. If you're using a cell phone, then you do actually need the Google app. I was trying to do this to where you didn't have to download any other apps, but most people have Gmail, and you can actually reverse image search. Yes, you can go onto the app. You're going to press that little image icon within the search bar, drop your photo that you just screenshotted in there, and let Google do its big one. Let the internet work for you. This is called Google Lens. This also works on Pinterest. So you can do a Pinterest visual search. And Pinterest, if you haven't been on Pinterest lately, I don't know where you've been, but Pinterest has completely updated their website, their algorithm. And I'm telling you, Pinterest is better than ever. As if I ever left Pinterest, because I love Pinterest. However, it's just becoming easier and easier to use. And it's like Pinterest understands you, because it actually is a search engine website and not a social media website. So similar to Google, but like aesthetic. Think of Google as your general search, and then Pinterest is like your mood board search, you know, because it's specific to you. You're gonna look for similar items, not the exact thing. I mean, you may want to look for the exact thing, because there's not to say that the exact thing is not going to be cheaper, but if you're going more of a dupe route, then just look for similar items. You can actually do this through searching as well. So just imagine you wanted the Gucci horse bit bag. Let's just say that was on your wish list. You wanted to find it. You were looking for the cheapest or most affordable version of this bag. If you didn't want to do the image search, which I just think it's easier, but listen, not my pig, not my farm, I'm not gonna fight you on it. If you want to go the traditional route of typing something into Google, maybe instead of typing in Gucci horse bit bag, right? You're gonna search in keywords that are descriptive for said bag. So you might put in horse bit leather shoulder bag, okay? Because it does have a horse bit metal on it. Or you might put horse bit canvas shoulder bag with chain. Things like that that are descriptive towards the items, to where Google can kind of generate a general version of what you're looking for, instead of specifically giving you that top search, which is going to be the Gucci website, Gucci horse bit bag, regular price, that type of thing. That was actually how I found two of the dupes that I have for the Gucci horsebit bag before actually purchasing the real bag. This was when I was really trying out dupes before I invested into the real thing. Now it's like, if I like it, I like it. I really don't care. Whatever, I'm gonna wear it, I'm gonna rock it. I don't care who's clocking me. I'm not here for that. So it just depends on where you're at in your journey, how you feel about it, because that's all that matters, is how you feel about it. Those are two things that you could do. The next one is one that I've been talking about heavily, is you're gonna go on Etsy. And the same rules apply on Etsy. You're going to type in keywords, so descriptive keywords for whatever item you are looking for. I don't think that at the moment Etsy has an image search feature, because it's supposed to be like handmade, made to order, that type of thing on Etsy. But the Etsyers, the people on Etsy, are very aware of what's trending, what's popular. So I'm telling you, they are duping the items. We saw it with the Kiss Lock bag. I've gotten bag charms off of Etsy. Etsy is extremely on trend, so they understand the way that marketing and things work. They are diligently, especially within like the fashion world, taking their time to dupe the items that they know that y'all are looking for. They are meticulously going in and ensuring that when you search for an item, something on Etsy is going to pop up. And Etsy is my girl. It is my go-to. This was my recent pickup from Etsy. It's a black leather fringe clutch. As you can see, she's pretty large, she's pretty spacious, and this was a dupe for the cause bag. And the important thing to know is that the cause bag is sold out. I don't think that they ever brought it back in stock, but you know what Etsy did? Etsy was like, oh, no worries, we'll give you the bag in different colors, different finishes, sizes. It'll be cheaper, it's still real leather. Like, we got you. I'm telling you, in Etsy, we trust. The options are endless. I've gotten so many dupes from them, and I've never purchased the original item just because the dupes have been so good, because Etsy specializes in handmade, made to order, which means, let's say if you have an item that you really want, there's something about that item that you're not quite sure about. If you go on Etsy, you can get it custom made, made to order. You can pick your colors. You know, there's so many options on the site based on seller to seller, so it's literally like, it's endless, and the prices are typically super affordable. Like, I've never gotten on Etsy and just blew a bag. The other thing that you can search is like retailer names as keywords in the search bar. So think of it like this. Let's say you saw this item on Revolve or Saks. You want it. You can copy and paste the title of the item into Google, and then let Google generate all of the retailers that sell said item. And typically when Google does that, you'll even be able to scroll. It really just depends on how your Google is set up, but the way mine is set up, you could do like a little scroll across the top of the relevant items, and it will tell you the prices before you even click on the website. So you're kind of like aware of like what websites have a cheaper price. Is it consistent across the board? Most of the time it is not, and that way you can discover other stores, because I noticed that when I order from like Italian stores, it's always cheaper. Back then, before y'all president was inaugurated, the shipping was typically free too. I think that the tariff war has somewhat subsided. Hopefully those things won't affect your shopping experience. However, before you purchase anything on any websites, make sure that you read the terms. I am not responsible. The smaller boutiques typically will have items on clearance more often than your larger retailers like that Saks, Nordstrom, things like that. Sometimes Nordstrom and Nordstrom Rack will have the same item and it's cheaper at Nordstrom Rack. You just have to be careful. So listen, your next option is one of my favorite options of all times, and that is going to be shopped pre-loved. For one, it's sustainable. For two, typically you can easily authenticate it or verify it. For three, if it's vintage, it's likely not being duped, so you don't even have to really worry about getting a fake item. This is truly an archive item. Four, it's likely going to be much more unique. Five, the discovery in pre-loved items is just insane. You'll start to uncover so many things that you never even knew existed. And in my personal opinion, the quality of older items, especially luxury items, is better. What we have going on in this modern generation is just the materials and things are different. The craftsmanship is different. Hey, like I told y'all, my Jacquemus bag is peeling. None of my vintage luxury items are peeling. I don't know what that's about. So go global with it. Here's some retailers that you can try. The Real, Depop. The girls been hitting on Depop. I don't know what's going on Depop, but they got some things going on Depop. Poshmark. Sometimes to me, Poshmark can be a hit or miss. When it comes to luxury items, it's like on the fence, but I do typically find just regular items, good regular items on Poshmark for like super affordable prices. The prices are good on Poshmark. That's really what it is. The Real, y'all know I've picked up several things from the Real, and my trick with the Real is to never search the Real based on the quality of the item. What I found in the past is a lot of times the quality is mislabeled. Y'all know the Real would be like fair, poor, good, excellent, new with tags, and some type of rating system like that. Toggle that off, and once you toggle that off, also search by the cheapest item. So reverse it by lowest to highest, and then do your search, because I've gotten tons of items off of the Real for next to nothing. I got 2 pairs of Gucci heels. My wedding heels I actually got off the Real for. Okay, bags, shoes, you name it. If you search it like that, you'll be good to go. And then when it comes to the quality, let's just say it's marked as fair. Scroll through them pictures. Just scroll through them pictures and see what's in there, and see really what the quality of the item is. If it's up to your standards, if it's something that you could deal with, make that purchase, because I guarantee you somebody else is going to catch on to it and they're going to snatch it up. I've gotten so many items that have said fair, and I got them in the mail and they were brand new. Like, it looked like nobody had worn them. So how are these fair? And it wasn't even like items that had been sent to like a cobbler or something and been repaired. No. I would not shop in store in the Real either, because I just feel like the prices are inflated. Vestiaire Collective, I know that can be hit or miss, because Vestiaire Collective is private sellers, but I've had lots of success on there. So I don't know. I've heard horror stories though. Mercari, Japan. When we talk about Japan, I would purchase anything from Japan. I would purchase anything from Japan. I've talked over and over about Japanese eBay. Picked up so many items. This Louis bag I picked up for like a couple of $100. Y'all, it also said that it was in fair condition. When I got it, it was not in fair condition. I picked up my red Louis, the East-West bag, for a couple of $100. Same thing. It was like fair condition. It was not in fair condition. It was in top tier condition. Japan has a very strict rule, especially on luxury or designer items. So you can pretty much trust in them that you're going to be good to go. I have shopped on so many different Japanese luxury retailers on eBay that I can't compile the list, because I've shopped on so many. I don't care who the seller is. I look at whether the ratings are good, so 98% plus, pretty much all of them are, and whether they've made more than 100 sales. Those are my 2 qualifications. Almost all of them have made like 1,000 plus sales. Most of them have multiple items within their storefront. So I would just go with Japanese eBay. I have a 100% success rate with them, and I have found the most inexpensive luxury items via Japanese eBay. If I could only pick one way to continue to shop, I would go with Japanese eBay. I said what I said. Okay, I'm also gonna give you like a pro tip. This one is debatable, but it has helped me, and that is to misspell the name. Okay, so let's say it's Jacquemus. Y'all know Jacquemus is Jaqmumes. Maybe spell it Jaqmumeus. Like, add an extra letter or something in there that sounds like it could pretty much be right. Like, if you were to sound it out, it could be there, but you know that it's misspelled. Like Loewe, maybe switch the O and the E. Things like that, like small things if you're looking for something specific. And I feel like it will generate more dupes or like similar items if you're, you kind of misspell the names, because that's essentially what a lot of these third-party websites do. is they will slightly misspell the name so that you can, get the item, but it's not really the item type thing. Another bonus is shopping off season. I know that for some people, they're like, I only can shop during, girl, calm down. If you really, really want an item, it does not matter when you purchased it. And seasons change. In 3 months, that weather is going to be different. In 6 months, it's going to be different again. In 9 more months, you're going to have a different set of weather. And that's going to repeat for the rest of your life. It's okay to purchase something that is off season. In fact, it's going to be cheaper. If you wanted a Sherpa bag, search for that Sherpa in the summertime, in the dead of summer. Do a good July Sherpa search, and you'll be so surprised as to what you find. I guarantee you it's going to be cheaper, because who the hell else is going to buy Sherpa and it's 100 degrees outside? Use this to your advantage. Remember, when you wait, you win. It's okay to wait a season or two. If you really, really want it, it really does not matter when it arrives, as long as it arrives. Leave it on that wish list. Don't erase it. Do random searches, and you'll get the things that you want for the prices that you want. Now, lastly, you're really going to get into these dupes. You will get to a point where you don't necessarily care whether it is the actual item, but you more so just want the vibe. So you're gonna find the vibe and not the label. Find the vibe, but not the label. Vibe, no label. You get where I'm going with this. So we're gonna call this aesthetically browsing, because that's all you're looking for is the aesthetics. It does not necessarily have to be that spot on thing. This is also great if you want something that is fairly expensive. You really, really do need to try it prior to fully investing in it. You don't have to. I mean, your money is your money. I'm not here to spend your money. But if you're watching this video, you definitely here to save a little bit of coin. And I don't care how much money you have. There is no point in wasting it if you don't have to. And putting in a little bit of work to find the items that you want will actually help you determine whether you really want them, or whether you just saw them on somebody else and thought it was cute, thought it was a vibe, that type of thing. This is where Amazon is going to come in. You're going to take a screenshot of whatever you want. I've actually shared this tip before, and I got this from Tashara over at Politics and Fashion, because that's my girl. She put me on. I got to put y'all on again. Take a screenshot, and in your phone, especially if you're using Apple, you're going to go down to the bottom. There's going to be like a list of things that you could do, and you can actually click find on Amazon. Simple as that. It's literally going to open up Amazon. It's going to do all of the image searches for you, and it's going to find similar items for you. You could also do this on websites like AliExpress. I do shop on AliExpress. This has worked phenomenally for me, and it's kind of like the original tip that I gave you with the Google image search, but this one is more so leaning towards the dupes, or the similar items, or the lookalikes, those type of vibes. Amazon has been a key go-to for me. AliExpress has been a good go-to for me. And really, depending on what I'm looking for, you could typically find it at major retailers like your Macy's, your Walmart. Y'all know where I'm getting. Like, just typical general stores that you can easily access. But use it on Amazon. Use it on the Zon, and you'll be good to go. Oh my God, I almost forgot one of the best hacks of them all, and that's going to be our good friends over on the other side, NAI. Yes, artificial intelligence. Baby, it's here to help, and you can use it for your benefit. You're going to get on Chat GPT, and all you're going to do is you're going to pop in the link on Chat, and you're going to tell Chat, find this item at the cheapest price. And you let Chat do its big one. Simple, easy. I've tried it. I've used it. Have Chat literally search the internet for the item and figure out the cheapest price. Once you use these tips and figure out how to find the things that you're looking for, it's over. You will never pay full price again. So class, what have we learned today? Tell me. Good job. Good job. You're right. Spot on. You don't need any more money. You need a strategy, a little bit of time, and a good search engine. If you like my last designer or dupe video, this is basically how you become the plug. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. You guys are the best.